We are still hearing the stories of survival from the night of the Vegas shooting and still seeing dramatic videos. I have one I want to show to you right now. And Natisha Lance joins us. She's the one who actually got this video for us today. And Natisha, I'm watching this thing, extremely dramatic, really takes you right there as they're running for their lives. Who shot the video?
It does, Vinny. This was a family who went to Las Vegas for the first time to celebrate the wife's birthday. And the man who shot the video, actually the wife shot the video, but the man who's married to her is a police officer with Douglasville Police. And what he's saying is that first time in Vegas, they go to see Jason Aldean, who's her favorite performer, and then all of this breaks out, completely unexpected. And he said nothing in his training over the last 23 years could have prepared him for this. Take a listen to his story.
I have 23 years law enforcement, 20 years SWAT team, so I've been around a lot of gunfire. I've trained around a lot of gunfire, but I've never experienced this amount of gunfire. We're facing the stage, and Mandalay Bay was off to our right, and you heard a pop, and you knew it was coming from that direction. You heard a couple more pops, and we both stopped, and we looked over there, waiting for the sparkles, thinking, well, this is the grand finale. They're going to shoot some fireworks. He started up his next song, and then about the time he's starting up his next song, you heard like what I call like a volley of shots. But it still sounded like fireworks. And my wife, for whatever reason, she grabbed her phone and she started videotaping it. She trips and falls over somebody. I'm thinking, we got to stay together. We got to stay together, and we got to keep moving. That's the only way we're going to survive. People were scattering everywhere. People were dropping down, hiding. People were literally hiding under their lawn chairs. You know, it was chaos. You know, I never felt so helpless as I did is when that started. I didn't have a gun. I didn't have a knife. I didn't have any way to defend myself other than just seek cover and pray.
Unreal. Now, this is part of the family.
Yes, this is part of the family. These are their two teenage daughters who, of course, were at the top of mind. He said the way that they were able to get in contact with people and let them know they were okay was over Facebook. As you know, the phones were tied up. They were all locked up. He heard from the daughters on Facebook, and he said right before they were going to sleep, those cell phones started working again, and they were able to make contact with the two girls. And he said talking about it somehow makes it seem a little bit easier, but the conversations, he said he has a lot of guilt still because he didn't see those bodies that were on the ground. He didn't see anybody who was shot, but given his experience, he felt like he should have gone back. And he said he wasn't a hero that day, but he keeps thinking about it.
All right. Thanks so much, Natisha. Appreciate it. Now, we've talked a lot about whether or not the shooting in Las Vegas could have been prevented. Well, that's the very question that the sheriff had to answer today.
The reason? He revealed the hotel security guard was shot in the hallway 6 minutes before the shooter started firing on the crowd, not after the shooting started, like investigators originally said. The guard notified the hotel security staff at 9:59, but police did not know about the shot security guard until 10:18, 3 minutes after the shooting ended. And it took 81 minutes from the time the first shots were fired on the crowd before police were able to get into the shooter's room. So while this timeline is being investigated to see whether there was a breakdown in communication, the big question of why the shooter went on this rampage remains unanswered tonight.